cruise, LA de la Cruz. Turn on the JAFFos, get my news. A7FL doing good how I knew. All-Pro JAFFos, the All-Pro, jump talk sports. They speak fast, you talk smack, you get sacked. Come tune in, sit in chat, sport you like, they speak all that.
Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Another episode, the 300th episode of the All-Pro JAFFos. We're bringing you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fans since 2020. God damn it.
Yes.
I'm your host, the bad guy, JP. DJ Mastix will be joining in a little bit, but joining, obviously, you guys know him from the Mizzle and Dub Show. What's up, Mizzle? How are you,
What's
Chef?
happening, brother? Congratulations on 300, man.
I appreciate you. So we got a pretty big show today. It is rivalry week in the A7FL. There's already a whole lot of talk going on now on other platforms, but we're gonna get it started because we've got two individuals here to start it off. One we've had on before, another one, thank goodness we're finally getting them on now, but there's a lot to talk about. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Las Vegas Insomniacs, please welcome to the show, Munchie, Scooter, Scott Hamilton, and
my guys.
Eric Shufford Jr. How are you, fellas? How's it
Hey,
going?
man, I'm good. I can't complain.
What's
Life is amazing. It is what it should be.
I could already tell Munchie.
Hey, Munch, I saw you trolling already a little bit in that.
Who?
Y'all see that nonsense?
Oh, no, I wasn't.
CP3 stuff?
I wasn't trolling, bro. I was being
I
honest.
wasn't saying that in a negative way, Munch. I saw
like
you.
DT.
Oh, yeah.
I really like. I said you could ask Scoot. Me, Scoot, and Shadow. We talked about it last year. We like DT. We seen what DT was doing last year, and we thought he was good. And then this year, I think he kind of just stepped into a role where he like, this is my shit.
Yeah.
I like it. You feel me? I like it a lot.
I mean, we got to get right into it as well, because obviously the conversation from the East. I mean, I've been bringing it up in conversations. I'm not going to hide behind it whatsoever. I've been bringing it up in conversations because I would kind of like to understand, Zelly was, with a little bit of it last week, and I was trying to figure out if we don't care what's going on, so I need to know, fellas. I need to know. I understand where, not giving a shit about the outside noise, back-to-back champions. There's really not much y'all need to say and everything else outside of that. But when we're talking about the future of the Vegas division, we're talking about there needs to be some sort of competitive balance. And since at this point in time, the talent pool is what it is, the suggestion of maybe a few of the Insomniacs hop onto different teams just to kind of get that competitive balance going.
Why?
But there's a lot of pushback on that, obviously. So if the Insomniacs aren't going to break up, which, I don't see happening, but what could be the solution to bring that competitive balance to the Vegas division so there is no fold?
All right, Josh. So first, before you move into this, I'm gonna let Scoot talk first, and then hi Dad, and then after that you gonna get the Munch answer, hi Dad, and then you gonna get the Munch answer after. Okay, now the Munch, I'm gonna let you know now. Scoot's answer is gonna be a lot more politically correct. He's gonna be a lot nicer. I'm 2 shots of tequila in, and these hookah coals going already. So it's I'm gonna let Scoot answer first. So go ahead, Scoot. Go ahead and talk to her.
So, to put it in the nice way, Cliff Note version, because Munchie's gonna talk your ear off. All right, Cliff Note version is, it is not the player's responsibility to have competitive balance for the league. It's management and ownership, right? And all we give a fuck about is $25K. That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, see,
got it, bud.
Scoot's been real nice, okay?
I know that was
I'm
definitely
a just be
quality,
honest
for
with
sure.
y'all, Josh. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, Josh.
That's
You,
all I asked.
Corey Hammond, anybody else that's putting the responsibility on us to improve the division sound like fucking losers. And I'm sorry, and I'm not saying it in like oh you're a loser way, but I'm saying you sound like an actual loser because that's what losers say. You feel what I'm saying? Like it is not my job. It is not anybody on our team's job to make the division better. That's not our job. When we play this, we don't play, we play for fun. We play because we like playing with our guys, and we play to win $25,000 in rings. That's it. So what you're saying and what keeps being brought up is, oh, why don't some of you guys go to another team? Why would we diminish our national dominance to make the division more competitive? That doesn't even make sense. You mean to tell me that we have a team that we've assembled from outside of the A7? We've assembled this team from players that were not in the A7 to come into the A7 to win, and then now you're telling us basically we're winning too much and people ain't gonna want to play against us. So let's let you guys not be as good on a national level and branch off and go into other teams to make the division better. When the Eagles lost to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, nobody told Patrick Mahomes you need to get worse. You need to let some of your teams go. You need to let some of your players go. What did they do? They told the Eagles get better. And what did the Eagles do? They went and got better. Now, granted, it's not a money thing. I get what y'all saying. I really hope you understand this. I get what y'all saying. Y'all want competitiveness within every division of the A7. Y'all want this league to continue on, and y'all are talking as fans of the A7, which I 1000% agree with. There needs to be a better brand of football put on by our division. But that's not my responsibility. If y'all want a better brand of football, tell them other motherfuckers to get better. Tell them find better friends and become better football players. Because if we've been honest, that's what you're asking us to get worse to make them better. I think that's the dumbest shit in the world, bro.
I agree. It doesn't make sense.
Here's more for at least how I've been putting it down. Is more because that competitive balance I feel is necessary because of the fact that, yeah, y'all are playing for 25K, but you won't be playing for 25K when the division folds because there's only one team dominating. That's my point.
Which I understand.
My point
But guess
is,
what? If we win 25K and we done won 3 championships in a row and the division folds, I'm gonna just be honest with you. We ain't gonna give a fuck. We gonna go back to playing flag and win the championship. Like that's like that's just the God. And I know it sounds like I'm coming off like an asshole, and I'm kind of embracing that role because that's what I've been told lately.
You are
But
an asshole.
I'm not like I swear, bro. I'm not even it's not even towards you, bro. Like it doesn't make sense. Like this is what people don't understand, right? So like for us, right? They're like, oh, why don't you guys the second strings go and be on the Hunters, or why don't your second string go to be on the Gold or the Kryptonite when they were here, or the Pit Bosses or whatever it is? Y'all don't understand how important our second championship teams build. That's what they do. And if our goal is if we split up and a third of the Insomniacs goes to the Gold and a third of the Insomniacs goes to the Hunters and a third of the Insomniacs goes to the Stealth, none of us win out of state. So when we're going to play against BIC, the U, the Animals now, the Watchmen, the Night Callers when they were here, we're going to lose, right? As opposed to y'all comparing us to an entire coastline with the East Coast Division, and we're one city. And then you got to look at it like this, because I want you to be honest with yourself. Prior to this year, there were 3 competitive teams in the West Division. prior to this year. There were 3 competitive teams. It was us, it was Sick With It, it was the Force. Then,
Force is borderline in my opinion, but
I mean, you can call them borderline, but they went to the East and won a game. That's competitive. You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
But there's 3 teams. There was 3 prior to this year. There was 3 teams total that was competitive on the East Coast division. So y'all are lining up down that coastline where y'all got all these different states, all these different cities, all these different players, comparing it to our one city, and realistically, we're even. It was the BIC, the U, and the Watchmen. It was us, Sick With It, and the Force. The Animals just became competitive this year. Last year, the Animals were not a threat to win in. Let's be honest. Last year, the Animals got put out the playoffs twice. We're not gonna do this shit, bro.
No,
We're not gonna do this shit.
Well, the only reason why
We're
they
not
got
gonna
put
do
out
this shit.
playoffs twice is for
They got put out the
other
playoffs
reasons
twice.
and
Let's be
stuff.
real.
I mean, that team, you could already tell that at least last year, that they were going to be a problem this year.
They were moving toward competitive. They were the Lions 3 years ago. No, is that not a great comparison? Is that not a great comparison?
That's
Is that not a great comparison?
That's pretty
fucking spot on.
Pretty actually.
Okay, thank you. I thought so.
But it's like so so then it goes back to because again, I'm on the side of I'm looking at the entire league as a whole.
And you're saying, what can we do to get it better?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to see another division fold because there's just 1 or 2 teams. I don't want it because that happened in Florida. It happened in Ohio.
Yeah, but
nobody wants to see it happen
Josh,
here in Vegas.
Josh, I will say this. Hold on, because I will say this before you go any further. The difference between us and the Nightcrawlers and the Chaos, we won championships. You understand what I'm saying? Let's be honest. They're folding to losers, to motherfuckers that couldn't get it done. But y'all not better than the motherfuckers that couldn't get it done. We're better than everybody. So why would we diminish our set? That don't make sense.
So then what would you guys suggest that especially, I mean, you got Zelly's, the Vegas division won't, and I hope not. I really do hope not. So then what do other teams need to do, or what are they not doing?
I keep saying it, and nobody wants to hear me. Nobody wants to listen to me. I keep saying it, Josh. They need better friends. That's it. They need friends. They need friends with more money. They need friends with better jobs. They need friends who are better at football. That's it. I'm not watering down my team to lose in the semis or the championship. Okay. Just so the division can remain alive. Fuck this division. No. And I say that with because I love Derek. Derek's my guy. Derek could do it. Derek could tell you that's my guy, bro. Real life. Mizzle will tell you, Scooter tell you Derek is my guy. Yep. But that's not my responsibility. This is Derek Duncan's division. The Insomniacs are my team. So I'm only concerned with what I do and what we do on my team. And if that's whoop everybody ass until we get to the championship or we got to pull out a close game because my friends are better, I'm okay with that. And if the division folds after this year, because we won 3 championships in a row and motherfuckers realize they can't beat us, ain't shit I can do about it. We're going back to flag to win. You know what we did in the offseason? We went and played flag football and won the championship. There's no fucking difference, Josh. It don't matter what.
And that's one of the differences between y'all team and everybody else's team is because you guys basically are with each other 365.
Bro,
that chemistry is already there.
I gotta be bullshitting. Bro, my wife complains that I talk to Scooter more than I talk to her. Dead ass serious. My wife be like, "You don't talk to me as much as you talk to Scooter." Scooter's my best friend, bro.
Josh, I'll be honest with you, bro. There's so much that goes into the A7 season. I mean, even just I'll use yesterday as an example. You know, when whatever podcast it was, I can't remember. I think it was whoever had the stick with a quarterback on there. You know, I asked him. I said, "Hey, does it seem like college or high school to you?" And he was like, "Oh, I really just don't care much, and you know, we just show up and you know, I'm just there to play." And I'm like, "Okay."
Was that the other side of the ball, Scooter?
I think it was the other side of the ball.
Other side of the ball.
You know,
It was.
and I asked him that
Y'all had
for a
Stone,
reason.
yeah, because you wanted with Stone King. Yeah.
And I asked him that for a reason because we want to win. We don't just sit all week and do nothing. Like I've watched the Hunters and Sick game now 5-6 times. I've drawn up formations. I've seen tendencies. I've watched the goal game 3 or 4 times. Everybody's doing that, not just me. But everybody's doing it. And our chat goes crazy throughout the week, especially when we're playing a good team that we're preparing ourselves mentally. Yeah, we don't practice and stuff, but there's so much that goes into the winning, not just because we're good football players, but there's so much more stuff. Like you guys are going to see when they go certain personnel, we're going to go certain personnel. It is going to look like we're a real football team playing
Y'all don't
football.
notice
Other
the
teams
small.
don't do this.
They don't notice the small intricacies of what it takes for us to be successful. Y'all don't notice the platoon swap at D line when they O line is fucking dead, and we got 3 fresh bodies that really would be first stringers everywhere else. But they're okay with being second stringers because they know we gonna win this bitch, and that's okay. I don't like see, and this is the problem, right? This is the problem that I have with a lot of people's opinions. This is the problem that I have. Corey Hammond, right? And why I criticize him so much as a football player is because Corey Hammond would rather throw for 3,000 yards and be 1-7 than give the ball to his running back and let him go and win a national championship. You feel what I'm saying? Like I
talked to Corey Hammond a lot, and I'm not sure that's the case.
You're saying that, but Corey, all Corey does is throw shots at Insomniac players who aren't starters on the Insomniacs, which is fine. You want to criticize them, that's cool. But just make sure when you criticize them with a ring on their finger. 2, most of our players. You feel what I'm saying? Going on 3. So my thing is like, because Corey always gets on podcasts. Oh, because they were scared of competition and they ran to the Insomniacs to join the Insomniacs. No, they didn't run to the Insomniacs to join the Insomniacs. They ran to the Insomniacs to play a role. We have like every championship team has role players. There's nothing wrong. It doesn't matter what form of football we're in. Every championship team has role players. Right? Just because Corey depends on his stars to make all the plays, we don't. Do you know how many plays we ran on offense last game? The game against the Gold? We ran like 18 plays, including extra points. We ran like 18 plays on offense, bro.
18 plays.
18 plays. Our backups play when they're called. And guess what? When they're called, they're ready. But we don't play to play against the goal. We didn't assemble to play against the goal. When we lost that damn championship that fall brawl championship as the Kryptonite to the Pit Bosses, when we lost that championship, we did not assemble this shit to beat the Pit Bosses. Like we didn't give a fuck about that. We knew we was gonna be there. We assembled this shit to go win in Jersey. Which we did, by the way. Just want to throw that out. There. Beat y'all powerhouses in their backyard. But that was the point. You feel what I'm saying? The point was for us we assembled this shit to go win in Jersey. We didn't assemble this shit to beat the Pit Bosses. We didn't assemble this shit to go beat the Hunters or the Gold or whoever the fuck lined up in front. We didn't even assemble this shit to go beat Sin City and the Chaos in Ohio. We assembled this shit to go win in Jersey. I knew my guys, the guys that I was bringing into the A7 that had never played A7, was better than everybody else that they had. All the motherfuckers y'all think are gods, we're better than. Just real shit. We're better, and we've proven it every time. I love that.
Go ahead, bro. Is it getting to a point now where, I mean, obviously go find better, but Scooter, from what you just said, It sounds like it's a mentality thing.
Absolutely.
It is. It is. Now, do we have some of the better players and athletes out there? 100%. But like Munchie said though too, is we got guys that would play on other teams and start. We got guys that probably wouldn't. We got guys that probably would never play A7 if they didn't play with us either. I think it comes down to just being a good football player. Comes down to having good IQ. Knowing scheme. I mean, I was just talking to Munchie yesterday during lunch, and we're like, why won't a team have a scheme? Why do they just run plays to run plays? Instead of like, we're going to run this play, we got this counter off of it, and then I got this counter. I'll give you an example. You guys watched Sick with it this past weekend. Sick motions Palmer or Vaughn on an orbit motion behind the quarterback, and the quarterback will do a little spinny thing and hand the ball off on a counter to the running back. Then they run it again, and then they'll throw it to the orbit guy. Or they'll run a crosser from Murphy on the other side. So they got 3 plays off of that one motion, right? No other team does those things. And that's why even Sick is better than the other teams. Not because they got the better players, but there's some football in it. These other guys just run out there and go, oh, I want to play quarterback today, and I'm going to just run this play, and like for no reason. And it's just kind of like the Stealth went through 7 different quarterbacks in their game.
In their first game. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like if there's ever a point in time in which Scooter comes out the game at quarterback, it's because we either whooping somebody so bad, Scooter doesn't feel like he needs to play, or Scooter's hurt. That's it. Scooter's our quarterback. He's going to be our quarterback until the fucking day we die. Like y'all don't understand, bro. When I first got out here, I was fresh off of playing pro. I was an all-conference Division I wide receiver. I was fresh off of playing pro IFL football for the 10-time champion Sioux Falls Storm. I played with the best of them. So when people start talking about football, I laugh at them because I promise y'all, I've been at the heights that y'all think y'all have gone to. But motherfuckers would try to tell me, well, Scoot's only good because he has Munch. And I'm like, do y'all not watch what it is that we do? Like, do y'all not watch? Like, bro, we've been on a tear for 2 years of just fucking winning. And it didn't even start with A7. It started with flag, honestly. We won 6-man and 5-man and 8-man. We was winning tournaments and we was winning championships in the leagues. And we was just whooping everybody. And it all fell back on Scoot. And Scoot knows this. Scoot knows. Scoot will tell you, bro, I'm the most critical person of Scooter. Like, Scoot will tell you this, bro. Everybody on our team will tell you this. I cut Scooter out more than anybody in the world. I can promise you that. Like, I will let Scooter ass have it, but it's because of my expectation of his greatness. But it's the same shit. I done cuss Wilkerson out. I done cuss Tay out. I done cuss Schwank out. I done cuss Mac out. I done cuss at everybody. Why? Because we fucking up, and they done the same thing to me. But it's the level, it's the mindset, it's the expectation of greatness that we have on this team. And that doesn't get replicated by splitting up and going, oh, well, these guys are going to go here. No, everybody don't buy-in is 40% of our championship. Buy-in is everybody on our team understanding they have a role and they need to do their job. That's 40% of our championships. The other 60 is my friends are better than yours. Sorry, not sorry. Real shit. You feel me? And so Josh, when I was listening to the podcast the other night, bro, and you went on this rant about how we can make the division better and the division gonna die off. And I would understand if we were the Nightcrawlers or if we were the Chaos who didn't win shit but was beating everybody in their own division and then, turning around and losing when it came national. That's not what's happening. We beating these motherfuckers. The motherfuckers that everybody thinks are unbeatable, we're beating them. Everybody says we're not battle tested.
I'd also look at it from a standpoint of when it comes to competitive. I made the example of playing against your friends and how fun that ends up being at times.
That is fun, for sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when you again, I'm not saying everybody except for Scooter, Munchie, Anthony Wilkerson, and a couple of other guys. Everybody else has to go. I'm saying like maybe guys who are they're role players on this team, but if they went to go play for another team, that competitive like, yeah, you guys are still friends, but hey, we all that, and it's almost bringing that mindset that y'all have to be
To the other team.
contagious on other teams. I understand it's not your responsibility to do that. I'm just saying, at the other side of the coin, if something like that were to happen, the entire division as a whole just gets better.
Yeah, but
So
Josh,
now
if you're
everybody has like your friend, yeah, you're playing flag football and stuff like that outside of it. But when you're actually playing inside, you're having a competitive nature. Oh, we're playing against our friends today. Okay, bet that's going to end up in the competition levels just a little bit more.
Josh, I want you to answer me a question real fast.
But
Huh? You're a gunner on the punt team on the Eagles. Okay? You yourself, I want you to think about this. You yourself are a gunner on the punt team on the Eagles. And then you get offered a chance to go to the Cowboys to be a starting corner. You know the Cowboys have no chance of winning the Super Bowl. And the Eagles are primed to repeat. Are you going to the Cowboys?
you're asking me to
Yes.
go to a team that I inherently hate. So
Me too. Me too. But I'm just saying it's a division
money
rival.
involved.
Okay.
No
gonna
money
Let's
involved.
go.
for
Let's
the
go,
division a
Giants.
little
Let's go
bit.
New York
But
Giants.
that's
Let's
a
go New York
fair
Giants.
question.
So let me
That's
just
a fair
make this
question.
clear. If
I ain't gonna let y'all
am-
disrespect my team like that though.
You're a Jets fan. Stop it. No. So to kind of answer that question, here's my thing. If I'm a gunner on a Super Bowl champion team and another team who isn't as good is offering me the opportunity to be a starter on that team, and I've had the mindset since I've been on this Super Bowl team, I can do more than this. There's more that I can bring to the table.
See, you're
So if
adding things
another
to it.
team tells me, hey, you're not going to be the gunner, you're going to be our starter. Now, to me, that's an opportunity to prove myself that I am as good as I say I am. I am good enough to be able to elevate this other team.
Well, you're going to the Cowboys, so you'll never win a Super Bowl. Just
Well, I'm
understand
not
that.
going to the Cowboys. That's why I had to toss that
I'm just
example
saying,
off to the
bro.
side.
I'm just saying, bro. You're going to the Giants, and Eli Manning's not there, so you'll never win a Super Bowl.
So let me tell you this, Josh, and I'll give you an
The
example.
problem, hold on, Scoop. Before you even
this
go there, let me say this one thing, Josh. The problem, the thing about what you're saying is our guys don't. It's not even that they feel like or they want to contribute more. They understand their role and they're good in that, and they're going to play their role, and we're going to win. Now, if there's people who have animosity or who feel like they should be on the field, they leave our team. They did it this offseason. There's some people who aren't with us that was with us last season. You feel what I'm saying? And they left our team and went to another, and that's okay. We're not mad at anybody for leaving us. We understand. This team, we say this shit all the time in our group chat. This team is not for everybody. This team is for the motherfuckers that want to win. And if we think you're good enough to help us win, we're going to bring you on. And if your understanding of what your role is, then we're going to win another championship. You feel what I'm saying? Go ahead, Scoop.
Yeah, so my example, Josh and company, is that so Megatron, Will, okay? You played on the gold, played on the kryptonite. A buddy of ours in flag said, hey, you guys got to pick this guy up. We didn't know he played A7 until like actually a couple
First of
weeks
all,
in.
hold on, Scoot. I got to address this real quick. First of all, go fuck yourself. I have played the game before. I know how to play this
Oh,
game. I
speaking of
have
Will,
the
that's who
mind to
I'm
play
talking
this
to.
game.
That's Will right there. There you go. See?
So that well, I'm gonna just squash that right now. But go ahead, Scooter.
Yeah, so I'm actually speaking about Will, okay? Will came in. He came in a little hot. He was like, hey, I'm kind of the guy. This is who I am. Like, I want this kind of role. And a few of us had to sit there and be like, hey, hold on, man. Like, we're established. We got guys. We got a plan for
We
you.
don't
We got a
need
role
you.
for you. But if you're not cool with that, then you can go play elsewhere. And he had options. He had sick. He had, he could go play anywhere. He's good, right? How many offensive snaps did Will take last time we played? He took 2, and I threw him one
I
post,
think 1 or 2.
and I think he took 2 offensive snaps. The only reason he played defense as a starter last week was because we had some injuries and guys out. But that's what we're talking about as far as guys who play a role, right? Will came in, played his role, got a starting position, and motherfucker ain't gonna lose that. You know what I mean? Now it's his. Like he showed out, balled out. That's him. And we've given those opportunities to other guys. Savion Cunningham's another one who wanted to come over. We said, okay, this is where you're gonna be at. Oh, no, I'm good. Okay, go play somewhere else. It happens.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's again, I'm not at all saying that what you guys are doing right now. I'm looking at the overall aspect right now. If that means people got to get better, better friends, better mindset, whatever it may be, it is what it is. I appreciate you guys having. We got to just move on to the next one. So, Scooter, Munchie, always a pleasure. You guys know that you can be on the show whenever you guys need to. And good luck this weekend. Rivalry week is big.
Hey, it is rivalry. We do got sick, and I guess if you want to call it a rivalry, I mean that's okay. But I feel like a rival. Oh, that wasn't me. That was Junior. Junior said it's not a rivalry because they don't beat us. But I mean,
they got you once
when it didn't matter. Got it.
Well, still, regardless. But good luck, fellas. Play hard, play well. We'll see you guys again soon.
Oh, no, we appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. And, obviously, the two, I guess you could say, heads of the Insomniacs coming in. Obviously, I was expecting pushback. I know, because I've been saying this for weeks. But good points. There's a little bit agree, disagree, but it is what it is. But we got to move on to the next. Dub, how are you, sir? Real quick, how are you?
I'm good. Just wanted to come on real quick before I go inside the stadium and mizzle, just to show you, yes, I got the seats ready.
You better have your damn spitters.
There you go. But just want to come on real quick. Say congratulations on number 300. What you guys are doing and have done is amazing. And as I said, I'm grateful. Mizzle and I have come across to meet you guys. But importantly, that the friendship and brotherhood that has developed, I'm appreciative and very grateful for. So I just want to come on and say my congratulations to the JAFFos celebrating 300. Quite the accomplishment.
Appreciate you, sir.
Hey, Dub, before you go, I don't have to send you the message, but they did it tonight.
No, I got the alert. They came through. Yes, indeed.
So, back on that W column.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So now, obviously, rivalry week is big. It's popping. The A7FL, there's in the chats, everything is going crazy. But we also had to get another special guest, because if we're talking to the West, we got to talk to the East. So we had to bring him on, and I'm glad he said yes, because, ladies and gentlemen, this man is a human highlight reel. One of the most or good amount of the viral clips that have gone on for the A7FL is because of this man right here. Ladies and gentlemen, from the Trenton BIC, Mr. Supreme K himself, Mr. Kason Campbell. How are you, sir?
I'm good. And yourself?
Oh, doing well. Obviously, we're getting it from both sides of the coin here, but obviously you saw a little bit of what was going on. Playing against the Insomniacs and the championship and everything last year. Any specific thoughts or anything that are running through your mind after seeing that?
Oh man, just that I think about that one play at the end. Like, it just was it was a good game overall, but to come short on the one play that we designed to practice all week, and that particular play turned the whole game around. And we thought we had it, but it happens. But we'll be back.
And you guys got obviously BIC Patterson that's always a great matchup, an entertaining one to see. These last few years, especially whether it's in the championship, regular season, doesn't matter. You guys are always going hard hitting at each other. What are some preparations that you guys are going for going into this week?
The main key is execution. If we execute and play our football and everybody do their job and we play like sound football, I think we're capable of pulling this game away. Everybody just got to come do their job. Don't worry about the next man. Everybody just stay and be who they want to. Just be who they is and do their job and come out to play. I think we'll get the job done. Don't get me wrong, Patterson. Patterson. Since I've been to this league, I always heard about them, and then I finally got a chance to play against them. They got some good players over there, but I just feel more confident than these BIC guys. I feel like we just young, we more hungrier, and we just wanted more. Like
you guys are definitely a little bit of a rocky start in the beginning, but things obviously week one that's week one. Now we're in week 3. The juices are starting to flow. The oil's lubing up the fucking engine. Things are starting to pick up. But for you, I mean, when you first got into this league, for people that we didn't really ask this much because we've had Scooter, before Munchie has been on play. We know what their story is. But for you, what made you even want to get into this league?
I had a cousin named Cardinal Wachter. He been trying to get me to play A7 since I got out of college. And I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot. And then, my first time, playing my first year, I played pretty good. And I was like, this is an interesting sport, just something that could just keep me motivated, stay active, continue to play football after college. So, after that 1 year, I felt a little confident. At first, I didn't want to play because I was like the injuries, the no pads. Me coming from pads to play no pads is a little different with the hitting and all that. So I got the feel of it my first year, and I pretty liked it. And then that's what made me just want to continue to play it the way I like it. And then now it's just something I like to do just for fun, honestly. Like I have fun playing with these BIC guys. They're like a family, a brother to me. So that what made me stay. It's just the loyalty when I first came. I felt more loved. I'm like, wow, like I felt appreciated just, showing my presence and showing up. And then they welcomed me in with open arms. And that's where my loyalty came in, was like, yeah, I'm a rock with BIC. I like the energy they bring in.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a team that if we're doing any sort of comparisons, like when it comes to like the family aspect, everybody's it is a brotherhood. That's that BIC team is one of those teams out there. Again, the comparison, especially nowadays with the Insomniacs, is gonna be there, especially now that you guys have actually gone toe to toe with each other. Before. We talked a little bit to Trey Robinson last week. He is, at least talking to him, he definitely seems hell-bent on trying to get revenge because it's at least the way things are looking. At least the way things are looking, the Insomniacs are going to be there again. But now the East is getting up into the point where I don't really know. I can always revert back to BIC based on what I know. I can always look at the U and go, they're always a chance too. But now you got Renegades who are starting to look good. The Animals are all of a sudden the A7FL darlings now.
Yeah.
So when you looking at that, especially with BIC having the reputation that they do, when you see kind of does it feel weird? Because I'm sorry, I've heard some people say it's starting to look like an underdog feel. Like, is that different for y'all?
I love the feeling, man. I always was taught, man. I like when people get together and recruit to build the beat, the champs. Like, it motivates my game to elevate it even more. Like, oh, I got teams recruiting just to beat us. Like that right there is a big part. Like when teams gotta go out and rebuild just to beat BIC and merge and do all that kind of stuff, that plays a big part. That tells you right there that BIC is no team to play with when you have teams that merge with each other just to beat one team. Like, I never seen teams like merge just to beat one team. That's what I give the credit. Don't get me wrong. The Animals is good. I like the way they play. I like David Tender. He's starting to get the feel of the league his first year. They got a couple guys that I like over there. But at the end of the day, I always tell myself, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They could win regular season. It happens. But we just know that BIC is on. We always get our revenge where it counts the most. Like, that's where we play our hardest, where it counts the most, and we know we got something to play for. We play for each other at the end of the day. Like, win, lose, or draw. We lost as a team, we win as a team, we go out like a team. I don't take nothing from nobody, but I just know how BIC coming this year.
And one of the things that I've, especially I had spoken to Trey about it, when it comes to travel situations, because for some reason this seems to be almost like an Achilles heel of the Northeast Division, is travel. Having to go either down to Ohio, as far as we know now, the championship is going to be all the way in Arizona. So what are some things, at least from your perspective, what you guys have been doing, either whether your own prep, thinking we need to do a little bit of a better job in order to get all hands on deck to these road games to where we actually have to travel further than Asbury Park?
One thing I could say as a team is, like, we all come together and we all contribute to at least, get like a team bus or something, just to everybody could feel comfortable of each other. Everybody got each other accountable, going. So we work on, like, getting team buses, the smallest things, help out for flights if we have to. But other than that, I feel just because we income staff in Ohio, don't let that fool you, man. Everybody, you never know. People got family situations.
Yeah.
Stuff comes up.
Exactly.
People injuries. It happens. He'll take care of their body. But that's just the early in the week. So if y'all think that we're going to come short staff when it's playoffs and all that, y'all got the game wrong, man. When it's playoffs, everybody going to show up. So regular season, I want people to, if people beat BIC, that's their championship, because they know when playoffs come, there's a different BIC team. So I congratulate, people preparing for BIC. We expect this. Like, we expect everybody to come after us. We one of the top teams in Northeast. Like, we want people to build just to beat us. Like, we know what we're doing right. We doing something right if somebody building to beat us. So I don't care about the regular season. I don't care about the win. I just want to win as a team. Like, I don't care how we win. We could win by a point, 3 points. As long as we get the job done as a team, that all that matters. I don't care about stats or nothing. I just like to win, and I like to contribute to my team and show my brothers, like, we got it done together, not just one player. Like, we did it as a team.
Absolutely. Mizzle, you got anything?
No, I just like what he's saying. That's what sports is all about: team, family, and nobody trying to be above the next player. You go out there, you got with an executed plan. What do you guys expect out of this week coming as a rivalry? I know.
I'm not gonna lie. I expect the U to play better, and I feel like they're gonna come more staffed and more prepared than they did against the Animals. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they're gonna come more staffed and more prepared how they did against the Animals, because they ain't trying to get that second blowout how the Animals did. I know the U. So the U is preparing to try to stop BIC just as well as BIC prepared to try to stop the U. I know that they've been clashing forever. So when I got here, it's just like I'm used to environments like this. I've been in higher the atmospheres. I played in this before in my life. So this is really nothing to me. I just want to go out to have fun, honestly.
I was gonna say, like, I know the next week, if I got a 60 burger dropped on me, I'd be pissed off playing the next week. I know that for damn sure.
And I ain't gonna honestly, I didn't expect that Animals in the U game to go like that.
No, nobody did. Nobody did. I mean, I had a feeling that it was going to be like a high scoring game, kind of like it was like the last time. But I was not expecting that.
Yeah,
not
that's
at
not
all.
Taking nothing away from the Animals, because I did expect them to win. I didn't expect them to win like that. If that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I respect that. You expect
I did pick them to win, but I didn't know they were going to do it like that. Like any given Sunday, don't get me wrong.
Any given day, man, you wake up, that team better coming out prepared than this team.
Yep.
It don't matter.
Yep.
You got to wake up to play as I got to play. Lace your cleats, so we all do. So
got to time the same way.
That's it, man.
And now, you know, with this week, you know, obviously being what it is, once, you know, getting through this, I know for you, it at least from what I'm hearing, it's more of a let's get this win, kind of not too, I don't want to say not focused, but what's the word I'm looking for? Not so much as like not caring either.
Yeah, I want to win just to like act like we've been here before. Like, don't just go here and be like, oh, this is a pick. No, take that deep breath and play like you've been here before and play and everybody do their job. It's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a good game, but you know, when you people that work hard and you know that prepare themselves more always, you know, come out to the top. So I always remember that. So
and is there now a revenge aspect, especially after what happened in the champ? Is there that, you know, mindset of this isn't going to happen again type of deal? Or
I feel like, you know, I just want us just to go out to play BRC football, like we discussed previously. Like any given day, like I hope like just be a competitive game. Everybody come ready to play. You know, it's only one football, so somebody got to win, somebody got to lose, and the team that you know win. I always feel like it starts from the defense. Honestly, defense. It starts from the defense to see how to set the tone for the offense, get momentum. If we execute, it's all starts from execution. So execution is going to be a big key for us. Limit turnovers. Don't do too much. Do your assignment and play football. Like so, if we play them 4 things and we come Sunday, we gonna be prepared, man. I just got hope and I got believe. I believe in that word. Believe, man. I believe in BRC. No matter what, I'll take BRC over anybody. I just know how we capable of playing. Like one loss don't determine us. We love when we get that loss. That just make us more hungrier. Like, oh, y'all beat us. Say no more. Y'all got it. We got the loss now. So in the playoffs, we gonna sharpen it up. We're gonna learn from our mistakes. We're gonna watch film. We're gonna do all of get the little things right. So, you know, BRC is I like them, man. They my brothers, man. Salute BRC, man. That's what made me who I am to this A7 thing, BRC. So, shout out to my cousin Cardinal Wachter. He enforced me to play this. So that's me, man.
When you're, and I have to ask this because when certain things go through the minds of certain players, especially when it's on the field, and I've asked this to plenty of different players before, but we put the video up. We all saw it. Somebody's getting taped up. When you got the ball in it, do you already have a preconceived notion of, okay, I'm going to snatch his ankles. I'm going to snatch his ankles. Oh, I know Ashanti Worthy's right here. I'm going to be able to pitch that back to him. Like, it almost seems like schoolyard mindset when it goes into it.
Yeah.
So, like, for you, I mean, again, they post highlights of you all the time. So I have to get into the mind of the player of what it is that when you're on the field, where is your focus? How do you see the game as it unfolds?
First, I come out, I pray, you know. I pray to my dad and my grandmother, and I always say, watch over me while, you know, I keep a smile on your face. And and I played in stages like this. So when I look at a DB and I just look at how he play, and I look at his hips, and I look at the technique, I know I got him. Like I know that me playing in, you know, competitions and playing in colleges, and I know I got you. So A7 just made it, you know, a little easier for me because it's no pads, and it give you more like extra speed. So a lot of teams don't play me up. So they play like 15 yards off me, or since I've been in this league, nobody ever if they jam me, it was over. So now they know, like, oh, I know my personnel, so I can't try to be a hero, try to go jam him, but I know, you know, what he could do. So since I've been in this league, nobody really played me, like, press me anymore. So they don't make me work. So I gotta make myself feel like I gotta work towards them. So I don't play. Honestly, I don't go 100%. I go like 80, 75% because I know who I am as a player. And I know the sideline is my best friend, and I know what I'm capable of doing to other people. Before I already got my move, how I'm gonna do you. So when I catch the ball, I'm already looking at your hips. I already know, oh, you're gonna lunge at me till you think I got the sideline. So I will, you know, in my head, I'm like, I hit him with a 1-2 moves, and I go right back to my pass. I got a sign. Once I flinch and you move, I got you already. So that's how I be looking at it. One flinch, and I know I got you. Because you anxious, like, so you expecting my speed to, you know, I'm looking at your hips. So once I turn your hip, I know I got you. That's why I look at it.
I mean, obviously you got brought into this league. For any, I guess, newcomers, any new players and stuff that are coming into this league, or people that you may have talked to or something like that who have thought about it, what are some things about this league that you, maybe not a warning, but you want to let people know about before they get into this league? It's like expectations, I guess you could say.
The competitiveness, the competition, the style of tackling, the technique. You just don't honor. People come to this league like, oh, I'm not going to do this, or I played, or I went to flag, or I came to do. It's different, man. Like, you got to understand, like, when you out there, you hitting, but it's a certain way you hit. So for me, for football, my first key is I got to protect my body. For me to stay healthy the whole season, I'm trying to take less hits. I'm trying to do a lot of stuff for me not to get hit. So I use, when I know I can't, I'm gonna go down, I sometimes use the sideline as my best friend. But I always let people know that don't think you're gonna come in here 1 year and think you're just gonna dominate and everybody they don't know who you really think. When they figure you out, man, A7 get tough, man. They teams is starting to the competition level is starting to get better and better and better. I see, like, everybody's starting to produce, getting a feel of the league, starting to bring other people, you know, helping them finish their football legacy. If they don't make it nowhere, there's something you can, you know, fall back to still get recognition of. Like, I feel like A7 is like, it's blowing up. It's kind of expanding, man, in a kind of way, and it's helping other people join.
Was it more competitive that you thought it was going to be initially?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I feel it. Like, I feel like teams are starting to, like, stack to try to win a championship now. Like, it's about winning. So that everybody want to do this, do that. It's about winning now, man. BIC, we just stick together. It's a system. We a system team. We don't gotta, we lost. We laugh because we know we're gonna come back hungrier. We got that hunger in us. That's BIC.
Mad Six? Yeah.
When you got hunger and you come to feel confident and be who you like to be and play football comes easy when you don't have to worry about so much and just be you. It makes your job easy. That's why
I don't have much. Yeah, pleasure to meet you. You know, I've definitely have seen the highlights. Haven't really got a chance to watch the team play besides, you know, last year. Kind of newer to the A7, so watching it. So it's cool to watch everybody starting to put the faces with the names as they come here on the show. So just keep doing what y'all doing. I really, I'm a big fan of the Insomniacs. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that was kind of the first team that I've seen. So, that's what I kind of gravitated to. But as I'm starting to see it more, more teams, just trying to find that team, but it's cool to watch all the different players. So, yeah, y'all just keep doing what y'all doing. One day I might get up off the couch and get in the league, get a team out here in Cali, you'll see me out there.
God's plan.
Oh, yeah.
One time, man. The Insomniacs is not a bad team to me. I feel like they're a good team, but can you answer this? If you put the Insomniac in the East Coast, would they be the same?
Ooh.
I
think they'll be.
In a way, yes.
But I think the competition this year, no.
In a way, I would say they would be competitive because again, it's a team that when you really look at it, they play with each other, not just in the A7. This is a 365 team. They play tournaments in flag and everything. They have a chemistry. They have that. There's a system. There's a way of doing things. We just had them on. They've got their players who have bought in. They got the role play. They have the what they need. So if what I want to see the league do, and whenever this happens is when it happens. But one of the things to kind of answer that question is more interconference play during the regular season, not just meeting each other one time in the championship.
Like I would say, like you see how a series, like say if you have the Insomniacs got to play Patterson U twice, BRC twice, Animals twice. Like how you feel like I'm saying like stuff like how you feel like you think they would how they would do if they got to play like a schedule like that twice. Then you got Watchmen, they have to play twice. Like teams like that. Like how would you feel like they would do?
Comparing, well, I mean, when you again competitive wise, it'll be tougher. It'll be. I mean, I know a lot of them, and a lot of them are on said, "Oh, we'd still win by 30. We'd still go undefeated. We'd still." And I mean that's a confidence, especially when you've only lost one game in 2 years and have won back-to-back championships. Of course, you're going to have that sort of confidence. But when you play in a division that forces you to be great every single week, it's a different, now, am I saying they wouldn't ever make it to a championship? No, I'm not saying that at all, because they still have a really good squad. But it's going to be a hell of a lot tougher. It's going to be a hell of a lot, harder to be able to, having to beat, BIC twice, the U, the Animals, the Renegades. You've got, at least a minimum of 5 teams, Watchmen as well, who can bring out a big part of the competitiveness. Now, I don't know undefeated. I'm not gonna say undefeated because I feel, especially with how tough the Eastern Division is, it's one of those I need to see it to believe it type of things.
Yeah,
I'm not going to sit here and say anybody's going to go undefeated anywhere if we haven't seen it enough. That's why I say that interconference play at some point is going to be so important because it's going to be able to show that more. You're going to be able to see BIC and the Insomniacs come after each other in the regular season before either meeting in the playoffs or championship. The U Insomniacs sick with it, getting their shot at the, to see how good they are compared to the East Coast and stuff like that. That to me is kind of the only way to really kind of answer that question, because for me, I think overall grand scheme, I'm trying to think realistic when it comes to everything. Now, if I'm on a team talking about, you talk to players who have played with me. I'm the chattiest motherfucker on the field. I try to get into your, I try to get into your head. I'm the one who wants to figure out how fragile of an ego that you have.
That's sports.
Am I going to get into your head enough to where you're going to start wanting to fight? Because if that can happen, you're done. You ain't winning this game. because I've already won. I've already won the mind game at that
Gotcha.
point.
How
So
about you,
when
Mizzy?
it comes to, but now when I say I talk shit, it's not out of pocket. It's always competitive. It's always within the realm of football. Now, if you can't take that, that's
Yeah.
between you and God.
You
That has
got
nothing to do with me.
You got it.
So at that, but when you look at the overall grand scheme of what I'm trying, what I see in the East and what I see in the West, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, the Insomniacs would run the table. I don't know that because I haven't seen the matchups just yet. It was a close game in the championship. Less than a minute, the Insomniacs had the lead. That's just the reality of it.
It's like I
When they
dream
played
about
the
that
Tampa
stuff.
Nightcrawlers, who only had 8 players on their team in the championship the year prior, had to take those two, the Boonak blessing interceptions for things to get turned around. There are aspects in every single game. The one thing that I can give to the Insomniacs is the fact that they do not quit. Even if they're down, they have it in their mind. We can still come back. We can still win this game. Let's set up the game. They're smart like that. Most of them are coaches. So they can be able to switch up on the fly. They can be able to go, oh, this ain't working. We need to switch to this. That's working. Let's keep doing that. They have that ability to do it. And again, I'm not saying at all that the BIC doesn't do that, because I know that they do that. I'm not saying, the U does that, because I know that they do that. You got 5 teams on the East that I know have that mindset. So it's, you have 5 teams in one conference that have that mindset, and you have 1 team in one conference that has that mindset. Especially after just talking to them now, having the understanding that the Insomniacs seem to be, and not really wanting to lump Sick-Witted in there, and the only reason why it has a hard time for me to do that is because of the fact that Sick-Witted and Insomniacs usually have really good clashes against each other. They play up to each other's
Who you got?
level. Who
you taking?
I mean, after what I just heard from Scooter and that conversation he had with Stone King, we've talked with Stone King, and I think he's a hell of a quarterback, and he can be a hell of a quarterback in this league. But that mindset needs to change. The mindset of, I'm here to have fun. Well, you're playing against a team who's here to win $25K, and they're going to do everything in their ability to do that. So one mindset is win at all costs. The other mindset is, cool, we're here to play. If we lose, we lose. If it's fun, that when you're wanting to get into a competitive mode to win, if you want to beat a team like this, you have to have that mindset, if not a tougher mindset. Yeah, it's the same thing with the BIC. When you got the West Coast building teams in order to be able to compete. Munchie just said it. They built this team to compete with the East.
I know what's going on.
So you have to have a certain mindset when it comes to competing, especially for money. If you're wanting to win 25,000, you can't have the mindset of, I'm just here for fun.
I just want y'all to understand. I just want y'all to pay attention to BIC this year. All right, remember I said that.
Always do.
Well, we do.
Always do. Paying attention to everybody.
I
in
get
the
to
league,
watch you guys first because
top.
most of the time you guys are the 10 o'clock a.m. on my coast before I go to work if I'm not off the weekend. So I get to watch you guys first. And I'm gonna answer your question. It's a very tough question to answer because this is almost like Madden. You're putting all the teams in one good conference to see how the team will come on top.
Okay.
Which we will love to see. I would love to see that. I would love to see the Insomniacs be in that conference for you guys because that will bring competition like what everybody would want.
Thank you.
But, brother, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. And as you guys will say on the East Coast, a bean. I'm riding with my dogs, man. I'm riding with the Wolfpack because how you just said earlier. You guys are a brotherhood. You guys believe in each other. They're the same way. You know what I'm saying? And quite frankly, right now they're the two-time division. So to be the champ, to be the man, you got to do what? Beat the man. They're the man right now. And if they come in that conference, I think they will basically do the same thing until somebody beats them. And that is no disrespect to y'all because you guys are a very good team too. You guys are very competitive. But like we just heard from Munchie and Scooter. Go ahead.
We beat ourselves though.
100%.
They didn't
but they
beat
still
us.
won.
They didn't beat us though.
But I understand.
But y'all watch that whole game?
Brother, I watched the whole game. And it came down to the wire. It came down to championship points, which matter in this league.
Yeah. I agree. Special teams matters.
They got you on the championship point, which mattered in the situation. Now, I'm not, like I said, that's taking nothing away from you guys because you guys are very good and talented. But
we'll be back.
There it is.
We're going to change your mindset, man.
Well, no, and I love everything about A7. I love everything about A7. Everything, but I'm a fan of them. Because of I've seen them, and when I first watched this is who I saw, and they're like, and now that I just heard what you said, it makes me more of a fan of BIC because of the brotherhood that you guys have.
I like it. Look.
You know, and that's not, like I said, there's no disrespect to y'all because you guys have a good team, a very good team. And you guys don't quit.
Look, we watch film. We went over some missed execution. We'll be back.
Just the same thing Scooter just said. Well, we had him on earlier, so you see what I'm saying? It's hand in hand.
There's
like I said earlier, execution.
Yeah.
Remember,
that's the thing with both of the teams. I mean, Zelly kind of said it in it. You have your mishaps, things happen. Like, really, that game came down to who had the ball last.
It was to the wire.
It was down to the wire.
Y'all scored. They scored.
I haven't necessarily heard anybody from the BIC, really making any excuses. Like, in all honesty, I haven't heard anybody from the BIC saying, oh, well, if, either a referee or if this didn't happen, if that didn't happen, or, then we would have. No, just, all right. And it happens, but we'll be back.
Yeah. We took it on the chin as a team. We don't point fingers. We lost as a team.
Yeah.
And they will feel the same way as you feel.
And yeah, absolutely. The A7 won that day.
Thank you. Hey, if you was a fan of the A7, that championship game, they won.
Yeah, that game
was football. Crazy. That was good football.
For real.
That's
Mr.
what
Campbell.
we want as fans. I was total. That was great. I watched that like great football.
I've watched each championship at least 4 times. But
how y'all feel about this BIC and the U game?
It's gonna be a barn burner.
It always is, man.
There is nothing about this matchup, especially the last 5 years that we've been really covering it and watching. Not once have I ever looked at this matchup and go, one team's gonna run away with it. It's always been, I can't wait. I don't know who's gonna come out on top, but I can't wait to watch.
It's gonna be a good game.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a good competitive game.
Like you said earlier, I don't think they're going to come out with that same performance that they had last week.
It's over for that.
It's going to come for. There's going to be a bit of again. There's animosity. There's people who are pissed on how that whole thing went down.
Yeah.
So they definitely don't want that to happen again. Mr. Campbell, absolutely 100% appreciate you. For giving you time to be on the show. Great talking with you. And
I love your game, brother. I love your game. I watch y'all before I go to work.
Appreciate you, man.
They call him the human highlight reel for a reason. So there's a lot of good things that we're seeing. Keep balling out, sir, and like we've told everybody else, once you're on the show, it's Jaffo family forever. Doors always open, sir. Keep balling out. Have a great rest of your season, and good luck this weekend.
Appreciate y'all, brothers. Y'all stay blessed, man.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
you
sir,
too.
you too.
You
All
too,
right.
brother.
Kason, Campbell.
Hey, that
Brother
man put us on the
Trenton,
spot.
Supreme
He tried to
K.
put us on the spot.
Yeah, and that's cool. I
That's
like
fair.
that.
Fair question. I like that. I like that.
You know, the back and forth and everything. I like having these conversations because one, we're getting to talk football and like
Exactly.
not just football, but you're talking about like the inner workings of it
Yeah.
on how the game is actually played, mindset, strategy, execution, everything that goes into the game. You're getting every single, viewpoint, in it. And that this is kind of why I like talking with, not just the West, but I like talking with the East as well, because there's not so much as two completely different mindsets,
Yeah.
but the competitive aspects of it are brought a different way,
Yep.
in certain aspects, to where the Insomniacs is a very much, we are together. We're a family. Nobody's going to break us apart, and we're going to beat the shit out of everybody until somebody proves otherwise.
Yeah.
The BIC is the same way in the fashion, but they don't take losses the way you would think certain teams would take losses.
100%.
It's more of a like, all right, it happened. That confidence of, all right, you got us once. Can you do it again?
Yeah.
Can you when we meet each other again down the line, can you beat it? Because we know how good we are. So there's confidences in it that I love seeing from, but because West Coast and East Coast are two different mindsets on how we think. Especially when it comes to the game of football. So being able to kind of merge that together and kind of show everything, from top to bottom, from coast to coast, it's a blessing. I love being able to do that. I know other side of the ball, they, mostly West Coast guys, and
they got
East
Corey
Coast with the 3-on-1, and they got Corey, but Corey's Corey. We know. And then, on in motion and everything like that, they got mostly East Coast. So you get the best of the West, the best of the East, and the reason why I like this show is we get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
We get to talk to everybody from both sides, from both coasts, to be able to get that mindset, to be able to sit and go, this is why we like the league so much, because being able to talk to everybody, that competitive banter and everything else that comes about. I love the shit talking. Again, it's as long as it stays football.
Yeah.
For me, I got no problem with it.
No, I love
talking. No problem with it. I'm that type of player. Like I said, I'm that type of, if I'm on the field, I'm that guy. I'm that guy that some people don't like to deal with because I talk a lot. So
I've
Hey, but you know what? It's time for a small chronic break. Cheers to 300.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
hold on, wait, hold on. Let me pour something up real quick. Yes. Let's do that for sure.
Oh, yeah,
That's why I got the Jaffo shirt on. Support.
Oh yeah, me too. I was like, we twinning on it. I got mine.
I got this Jaffo shirt on. Support.
My sweater's in the washer, but my brother's gift from my hometown.
I thought I was gonna say straight out of low cash from
straight up.
Low cash.
Oh yeah. Nah, cheers to 300. Appreciate you having me on the show. Shit, we've been doing this 5 years now. I know I'll be in and out, but yeah, I definitely appreciate you having me on here. But having fun doing this shit, meeting everybody and just connecting with everybody.
Wait, that's crazy. Now, not meeting. You my damn near my family, bro. You know
I know, right? That's what's crazy, yeah.
And I've always told people this, and that Matchsticks, like specifically, you were the first one to answer the call. When I put that post out asking, hey, I know when I need help, I definitely need help with this. If I'm going to be able to, kind of bring a show together, I need people to bounce off of. I need people to have a conversation with. And from the first time that I met you at that Halloween party over at Gabby's house,
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
to when you answered the call, I mean, from jump, I knew it was going to be, and yeah, just like Mizzle said, like I look at you as a brother. You're family.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
I've always seen it that way, and that's, and then with us, and I still think of Kay the same way. He's may not be on the show or anything like that now, but he was again, that second piece that helped us get to where we're at. So shout out to Kay and everything like that as well. And then getting to meet all the people that we've got and be able to build the relationships that we got, with Mizzle, with Dub, with with Derek, with Corey, with Matt, with with everybody that
yeah.
has been in and out of the show, being able to it's been a hell of a ride, and it's been fun as fuck every single time that we've been able to come up here and talk sport. The trips that we've been able to take and do, like things that I would have never thought that we were going to do, we've been able to take
And we
advantage.
going to
And we still,
bullhead this season.
and as I say, we still got another. We got a few
we going
trips
to
actually. Not just
we going to
Bullhead, but
Bullhead. There's some shit I ain't put out, but we going to Bullhead.
we
going to
will be
Bullhead.
there, but then we also got to make a trip down to Tucson,
Arizona.
Yeah,
That's
we gotta
right. We
go to
still got to go to
Tucson in
Arizona.
October, yeah.
We still got Arizona.
because we need Coach Zoe to keep coming on, so we got to go make a trip.
Well, I also would like to say, like I said in the chat earlier, JP, when you brought on me and Dub, because when me and Dub started this, we just started like this on our own. But now to be a part of a family and to be branching out to do what we're doing, I thank you guys as well. Like you said, special shout out to K, because when we started, it was you and K. So to come to where we're at now, to both of our shows being over 300, 5 years, collaborations, and to build a family. Because, like I say, I don't have friends. I don't. I'm in the point of my life. I don't need friends. If you're gonna come in my life, you walk through my front door. You're motherfucking family. Because I don't bring nobody around. And for what we have built now, and as we do our annual NFL show, you guys have always been on that. But to bring us on and help us build our brand, you've helped us out tremendous. But man, 300, man, here it is. But no, thank you. Me and Dub are humbled for you guys, and to be at 300, boom. And we ain't done.
I know.
We ain't done.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, and then special, shout out, thank you for everyone really who has been supportive of our show, Mizzle and Dub, A7, anybody else, like everyone who has been watching with us this whole time, these last 5 years. It's been a grind. It's been a fucking grind, because I mean, I've said it from the beginning. I always wanted to grow this organically.
Yeah.
If you were going to follow, if you were going to subscribe, if you were going to, sit down and watch with us every Tuesday and Friday, I wanted it to be organic. I wasn't in the business of buying the followers and the bots and all that other bullshit. Like, and kind of conform, like, and I've had certain things pop up. It's like, oh, well, if we're going to partner and we're going to do this, then you guys, no, we need to be our authentic selves. And that's what we've always done on this show. We have always been us, unapologetically us. Whether it's smoking on the show. I mean, we have respect. If somebody, we bring a guest or whatever, especially,
they don't want it.
They don't want it. That's cool. That's fine. We won't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're off, we probably
as soon as the TV off, we smoking again.
And guess what? If you want to tame me, pay me. You pay me, I will be tamed. I won't cuss. I won't. Hey, I did a broadcast for the A7, and you know how hard it wasn't for me to sit there and not say a single cuss word to be on YouTube. But guess what? They wanted me on. I didn't cuss, and there was some hits out there where I wanted to say, "Oh shit."
But it's like with here, it's just there's a reason why you wanted to part. When I'm talking about like collaborations and stuff like that,
Yeah,
I can reach out, but I let everybody know what we do.
Yep, same.
And we've built our following. We've built our this show and stuff off of, again, being us. Every guest that we've had on here have always given me positive feedback that they can be themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We're not here for the gotcha questions. We're not here for the clickbait bullshit that the talking heads do on a daily basis. We're not here for any of that. We want people to be on this show and be them. Just be them. And we've had it plenty of times before too. Somebody's being themselves, said something, show was over, thought to themselves, oh, fuck, I probably shouldn't have said that. Got a hold of me, said, hey, would you mind editing that out?
Nope.
No problem. No, I've done it. I've done it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I've
never had that, though,
know,
so I could, so that's different. I never had that. So
but I've let them know we go live. I can go back and edit it, but that doesn't.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's already out there.
It's already out there. Yeah,
that's already said.
That's already out there. It's done.
People already know what you said. I can go back and edit it, and that's fine. I'll give you that, that respect. But just know we're live.
It's out there.
Whatever you say is what you say.
And somebody can still clip that.
So since we live, Stephen A need to get off LeBron's dick.
I think both of them need to let it go, Mastics.
Stephen A said, "I will be here. I was here before he got here. And I'll be here long after he's gone."
Hell of a week right now. They're like two little ass kids bickering back and forth.
Hey, right?
Oh my goodness!
Like we got nothing else to worry about in the sports world between Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James.
Like every day,
that's how you know the talking heads are struggling.
Exactly.
Yeah, that ain't got nothing to talk about.
Know that they're struggling. But it's like, again,
little bit they know there's this one little sport going on that they're just making headways. So
that A7,
and we've been on it, and we've been trying to.
We ain't going nowhere with A7.
Nah,
we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, because this is a league that we believe in. We think. I mean, obviously it's not perfect. Things could get better for sure. We've definitely seen that. But it's a league that, if when done properly and everybody's bought in, top to bottom, from players to coaches to owners to everybody else, it can do great things. It puts out great product. So
great football.
Absolutely. Again, the most entertaining form of spring football that I've ever seen, and that's including UFL.
The 3-on-1 is one of the most spectacular plays in this league.
3-on-1
should be able to get away from three people unless y'all just suck. You able to get away from three people.
You need to be either shifty or extremely fast to be able to get through that type of So it's just you got I mean, the UFL started today. I didn't give a shit really. I
did have it on in the background while we were, but I was more in the tune into this. But it was in bird's eye view. But
it's just one of those.
I wish the A7 can get that exposure to what the UFL.
And it will. It will in time. I think give something, when you nurture something enough, it grows up to be something big, something major.
Yeah, because it's a spectacular athlete in this thing, and You won't understand this because all of us have seen the game live. You won't understand. Watching it on YouTube is not like watching it when you're on that field or in the area that they play in. It is totally different because
Completely different.
I totally got my respect when I was there that year that I went to Nevada and watched a game. And to see the whole thing, it's like, oh my God. And you got to put in your mind also that these grown men got to go to work the next day to do their 9 to 5.
You know,
that's what you got to think about. That's like, man,
it's almost like that, like with like the semi-pro, because you know everybody's got a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
but
they got shoulder pads on.
There's still again that buy-in, like the players are here to play.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're putting their bodies on the line. You know, then to the point where, you know, it's given that product. You know, when we went to Bullhead, like that championship game was probably like the best in-person game I've ever seen.
Was that your first time watching A7 live?
Live, yeah.
That was my first time ever watching it.
So you guys totally understand what I'm saying when I was there and saw it, from watching it, from sitting here watching on YouTube, being a fan. But then to go there to be on the sideline at that, you know, like I was not in the stands. No.
Yeah, I was down on the ground. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
To hear them tackle and the grunt, and I mean, oh my God.
I came home with shin scars. I got ran into on one of the plays. I came home all scraped up. I was live in the action. But that was my first time ever seeing the A7. I had never seen it on YouTube or nothing. So
so live was your first experience.
Live was my first time seeing it. Yeah.
Okay.
That championship game was his first experience with the A7. So that was like one of those, you know, one of those special. And again, it was one of those moments that, especially when we went to that, I wasn't expecting us to even be there. We had thought about it, we talked about it, but it was one of those, like, couldn't we afford to get there? Like, it's there's a lot that goes down. But then, you know, talking with Derek, he's like, hey, we got an Airbnb and everything like that for you. Get down here. All you got to worry about is your food and your gas. All right, cool. We can do that. You know, so it gave us an opportunity, and I'm always like, especially for that, like in debt to Derek, because he didn't have to do that. You know, the A7 did not have to accommodate us the way that they did. They could have just been completely A7 only, you know, no other outsiders, no nothing. But the fact that they accommodated us and that we got to witness not just the game, but the production aspect of everything. Watching Matt Ryan in his realm, you know, with his team, and goddamn Corey never shut up the entire weekend. You know, so it's like,
you know, my first introduction to Corey,
having Big Rob there to kind of learn from him and kind of see how things, like, it was a complete learning experience that, like, again, I'll never forget it.
We almost died out there on some uncooked ass chicken.
Can't say who. I know. I know. We know who it is, but I don't want to.
Oh damn!
I ain't gonna say no names. But how you gonna barbecue some chicken for like 10 minutes and talk about it's done?
10 minutes.
Salmonella. K should have. Okay. So
salmonella, like a
again. I'm not gonna name names, but they know who they are.
And that's enough.
When we got there, we were under the full, because we had said it to, you know, we'll do the barbecue, you know, we'll do the chicken. We went and got the chicken and everything. Kay was like, oh yeah, you know, I'll do it, I'll make it. And then said person said,
I got it.
Oh, I'll do it. And Kay said, oh, I don't have to do it. Cool. All right.
Damn it.
So then came down to it, and after about 15 minutes of it on the grill, he pulled everything off, and all three of us, I will never forget it. I will never forget it to this day. I looked, saw that, looked back, saw both Kay And Mad Six going, yeah, no, I might have to get the second batch. I looked at both of them going like, oh, okay, we're on the same wavelengths. All right, so y'all
That's
saw what I just saw. Okay,
classic.
good.
We all know how chicken should be cooked.
And I had to walk up to him and be like, and I went and looked at it and I pulled him and I was like, hey, come
And granted, this wasn't a little piece of chicken. It was like the thigh leg combo. It wasn't like it wasn't like a single piece of chicken. This like a fat piece of, so
full, grill worth. It had
at least 45 on the grill, 30, 45.
Tell you what, JP, you won't die coming over my house eating food. Tell you that.
Hell no. So like when I saw that, I went and told him, I'm like, hey,
that's not happening.
And because I couldn't just walk up to him and be like, hey, you need to put that on longer. I had to almost make a show of it. I went and looked at the chicken and went, hey, bro, this might need to go on for about another 20.
20? Nah, you took that shit off a little early. Nah, bro, that shit 30.
And I was like, and he looked and he's like, oh, you think so?
I know so.
So this your first time cooking chicken?
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
That'd be your first time cooking chicken.
That's why everybody shouldn't be on the grill.
But I came out there and did my first game. Man, they showed me a lot of love. Especially shout out to 2-5 because 2-5 had me on his hip the whole time until they brought me on the booth. No, matter of fact, also shout out to Mel Carey. Matter of fact, happy birthday to Mel Carey too, I think, as well.
Oh, it's his birthday? Oh,
I think it is Mel's birthday. Shout out to Mel. Happy birthday, Mel.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
But 2-5 and Mel made me feel real comfortable. And Derek, definitely shout out to Boss Man. But I enjoyed every piece of that experiment being out there. Experience being out there. I can't wait to get back out there again.
And this time we'll have the right person on the grill because it would be.
Shit. Hopefully, then 130 out there again.
If one of us is cooking,
he was about to have the entire house. There was how many people were there in that house at that?
Oh yeah, no, we wasn't finna make it to that game the next day. We was gonna be sick as hell. Yeah, nah.
Because y'all was gonna have food poisoning because of salmonella.
The whole house would have been gone. The commentating crew, the production crew, everybody who was important
we were all in the same house.
Would have been gone.
Yeah,
would have been gone. So yeah, thank goodness we had we made light of it a little bit. We still kind of make light of it. And
hey, well, you know what? When we get the bullhead this year, that ain't gonna happen, bro. We're gonna have some chefs on deck.
Yeah,
we gonna eat. Sure that we gonna go out and eat one or the other.
Yeah, one or the
two. And we're not going out like that. Hell no.
But I just say this: if we want to keep it cheap and cook, hey, everybody, I know I trust Mastix on the grill. I trust JP on the grill. But if we all doing this, we can make a reservation.
Yeah. We'll be back in a little bit.
If you get done and you look at all of us and we're giving you that look, like you must be outside of your fucking mind.
Yeah,
you are then no longer.
You eating that?
It's like, okay, you go ahead and take a bite. Go ahead. I want to see you go ahead and throw up at the end.
Hey, I'm gonna look at y'all like steaks.
That would have been, and I think that's what his mindset was. I think he had more of the mindset like I can cook the chicken like you do steak, because steak you can put it on, 2-3 minutes, have it rare, medium rare, whatever, and it still be.
Want that steak to still say moo, or do you want to cook that steak? That's the difference.
Yeah,
you can't do that to chicken.
No, you don't have
You're gonna die. You're gonna die if you don't cook that thoroughly.
Yeah, it's either cooked or death. Which one do you want?
I want to survive.
Yeah,
I would rather not go to the hospital in Bullhead City, Arizona with 135 fucking degree weather. I would not.
Yeah, that shit was hot. Yeah, it was 130 outside, DJing in the heat. 125, 130 outside.
You're a trooper.
Oh, are you? Wait a minute. Are you doing the same thing for Bullhead this year?
My halftime.
Mike,
Hey, I'm ready for that, man.
maybe.
I don't.
I don't know.
Hey, I
Are
don't
you
give
saying it
a.
now, or are we waiting? I don't know. Did we get news? Did you get news?
I feel like I got the official word, but I think so. Like, I mean, we try to figure out the logistics, but
So it's 110% at Bullhead this year.
last time I heard it was like 95%. So I'm almost pretty sure it's gonna be there.
Yeah. I mean it.
Well, the Jaffos and the Mizzle and Dove show gonna be in the building for sure.
Oh
Yeah, we looking at I mean, I'll say something now. Yeah, we possibly looking at put it out there. You know, I want to do the halftime show. Got the okay to do it. So trying to I might bring some artists with me. So you're trying to figure out the logistics and the sound, because they said, the stadium don't have like concert sound. But I was thinking too, it's only half the stadium. It ain't like it's the full, pulls both sides. So
yeah.
So yeah, it might be a little bit easier, but yeah.
It's the greatest DJ on the fucking planet. We'll figure it out.
Looking at some goddamn doing
And did you
halftime.
go have the Jaffos and the Mizzle and Dove show in the building?
Yeah, yep.
You already know.
It's gonna be it's gonna be a
I will tell my job, like, look here, I work at Kaiser, but I got other engagements to do in Arizona.
Oh yeah, I'm gone. Yeah.
June
I'm going. October I got vacation. So
I'm going to be in Arizona when the championship game is, because it's going to happen.
Yeah, that is a.
I'm mad. I was pissed off. Well, I was mad at myself that I couldn't go to Jersey, but I looked at the ticket prices because I was about ready to go. The fly to fucking Jersey? Nope. Nope. That was just a fly there. I didn't know where I was going to be able to sleep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the fly, I was like, yeah, y'all got to be out your fucking mind.
Yeah, flying was, and that was one of the things that I was impressed with, especially with the Insomniacs, on how well they travel.
You knew that was, brother. They just look.
I mean, obviously, Derek Duncan wasn't going to let half the team.
That was not going to not happen.
That wasn't an option.
No, that was going to be done.
But their, logistics and everything, again, because it wasn't even into that part of New Jersey. You had to land, I think, somewhere
Philly.
Philly. Okay, so you had to land in Philly and then drive
from Philly all the way to Ashbury.
Yeah, so there was a whole, especially for us, because we had thought about it too. But then I had looked at it going, I went for Randy Jackson. That's going to be a no for me, dog.
I'm part of the Philadelphia fan base. Do you think that I would not enjoy myself in Philadelphia because I'm a Sixer fan? Oh boy. You Mizzle in Philly, and I had a chance to go to Philly, but they wanted to go to New York when we were out there, and I'm like, y'all want to go to New York? So y'all can drop me off back at the hotel. I'll stay at the hotel. Y'all go to New York.
Mad Six would have flown into Philly with a Cowboys jersey on, with two birds going.
Do you not think that I would have flown to Philadelphia wearing a Raider jersey because I was born that. Oh, I don't know. Well, no, I wasn't born that year. But the Raiders beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl. You don't think I would not wear a Raider jersey flying into Philadelphia?
Yeah, we would have gotten it.
No, honestly, I'll take that back.
Philly a couple times. I've been to Philly a couple times. I've been to Jersey a couple times.
I take that back. But it would have been Raider gear in the bag, but I would have worn my Philly jersey coming off the plane.
But I mean, yeah, this year there's a lot. I mean, and things are growing, especially with with the podcast. The Instagram account is, I mean, we just hit 500 last week, going on 600 this week.
Nice.
So it's growing. There's a lot more, especially with A7, everything that we've been posting, everything that we the collaboration posts and stuff that we've been doing. It's been really helpful. The subscription numbers have gone up. We're past 300, going on 350 now. Trying to just get more and more and more as things go up. But again, it comes down to we've built something here that is unlike anything that I've seen. anywhere else. We've built a community, we've built a family, we've got, and I mean, again, all of us got 9 to 5s, we've got families, we've got other stuff we've got to do, but we've still made the time to be able to come together and make this show what it is, whether it's during A7, during the NFL, during like whatever it is, sort of sports talk that we do. You know, we've had a good time, with it.
And all three of us is married. So shout out to our wives allowing us to do this.
Oh yeah, doing that.
Because my wife is the biggest supporter. She asked me so on certain times that we're off. She was like, "Are we watching TV? Are you going to do a show?" And I sit here and tell her that I'm going to do a show, and she's like, "Have a good show. We'll watch our shows later." So shout out to the wives because
absolutely. I've definitely
like
had
I said,
those
all three of us are
conversations,
married, and we got like I said, families, and so our
I
wives.
got a 4-year-old running around, so it'd be rough for me. So it's like, man, trying to get in and get out. So plus the DJing, so it's like, some days I'm on here, some days I'm not.
Yeah,
we getting ready to get into this busy season. Like I'm booked from April all the way through the end of October, so it's gonna be in and out. But I always try to make I'm always trying to make at least one night on here. So
it's been a hell of a ride. I'm excited to see how much I mean, we got the website and everything up now, merch store.
The JP,
everything.
MidlandDubShow.com. If it wasn't for JP, we don't have it. My man literally came and sat here for damn near, I don't know how many hours, but we
about
got
4 or 5 hours,
something like that. But I made sure he was slightly compensated while he was sitting next to me.
but the support that we've got with everybody, buying the merch and going to the website and doing all of that, it's just it's been humbling.
I'm part of it and still bought a shirt. I still sent my cash to support it.
Yep, exactly.
It's just
and JP got a Mizzle and Dub shirt as well.
Yep,
the shirt as well.
I do.
So,
I do. And I got my
I'm about to come get that 420 shirt y'all got.
That so the 420 shirt that they
had,
the 420 shirts that we've got now. Yeah. We've got a lot of stuff.
We got a line, man, and like I say, I don't have this without the Jaffos. So
appreciate it, sir.
We are humbled.
And everybody else, everybody with the Jaffo Army, all of the support that we've gotten, all the backing that we've gotten, whether it be financial or verbal or whatever it may be. 300 episodes.
What's the
5
saying?
years.
What's the saying, JP? Be a friend, tell a friend. Exactly. That's that. You know what's coming. That's going to be the next merchandise on both.
Oh yeah, yep. Be a friend, tell a friend.
That's coming next.
We'll have it before the night is over.
I'm just going to wait for JP to send us which one you like.
Just wait to get those designs out already.
Exactly. But I love the growth that we have here, fellas. I really do. And we're not done.
No.
Like I said, you guys are just hit 300. We're both coming through 5 years.
300 episodes, 5 years, fun times, family times, like the whole thing. It's been, again, it's unlike anything that I've seen from any of the talking head networks or anything because again, we
have better friends.
We're a family.
Exactly. We have better friends.
friends.
No, not friends. Excuse me. We're a better family.
Better family.
You know what I'm saying? We're a better family.
I mean, we had Marshall Falk at what, 28? Episode 28?
Hey,
yeah.
On my birthday.
Marshall Falk, and I was like, you can't tell the Jaffo shit. Did you have Marshall Falk on your show?
Yeah.
The Dub Show ain't have Marshall Falk on his damn show.
But
we did have some famous Raider players on our show, though. I'll tell you that.
for anybody who hasn't seen that, go back again. It's episode 30. It's very different layout than what you see here because it was just starting out. You see
more professional.
You see it briefly in the intro that we have here. And shout out to the Super Dope Beat Maker for
you took the words. JP, hold on, let me get I just
So
want
we
to
got to
say
get that.
this.
They got to get that music video and
I
stuff
just want
done
to say
too for it.
this. Thank the both of you because you guys have blessed my son and with his venture.
Mm. No, we're here to help.
I can't say anything else because his track or the beat he did in the intro is their opening for the Jaffos. Mastix has played a song on his on Indie Vibes, and him and Mastix are going to work later on. I just appreciate you guys for blessing my young man.
Oh yeah,
we got.
Make sure y'all go get that yoga
family's gotta
Exodus
work.
out on all platforms.
That,
Go get it.
17
you know what I'm
KD.
saying? So no, I do appreciate you guys that you, and that's not just for the Jaffos. He's done the other beat for you and your brother's show. But no,
Yeah.
I just appreciate you guys showing support to the young man in his vision.
Yeah,
And
we're again when you say family, that's what family does. We help each other out. You know, good things happen when everybody works together. And again, that's what we've built here. It's not some manufactured bullshit. People are forced to work together type of thing. Like that's not what this is. This is very very genuine, very unique. And again, everybody that I've ever talked to who has been on this show has always said that they liked it. They would like to be a part of it again. That again, it's a safe place where everybody can be themselves. And you're not going to get judged for it. You're not going to get, I mean, we'll have that banter. We'll have disagreements. We'll have, obviously because that's just, life. But at the end of the day, we're here to take care of each other. We're here to to grow the community. We're here to grow that family, and that's just what it is. And if you don't like it,
move on to the next chapter. But wait, some of the best.
You might get a bitch ass chicken award if you don't like it.
Some of the best episodes that were on here that me and my co-host and my brother is when JP and K were going at it when they were talking about the Niners and goddamn the quarterback. I tell you what, you will go back and you will see me and Dub in there. Passion, love it.
Dub humming his church hymns and everything in the background.
So this has been good quality put out there. Can't nobody come on here and say that they cannot have been themselves, as you said, JP. We have the door's always been open.
Everybody can have
say what you want. I love it.
Yeah.
And I love what we have from the BIC player. He tried to see what the West Coast was gonna say, how they would compare to them.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right with that.
And he came at me even when I said Insomniacs, who I'm gonna ride with. I'm going, and he was like, "Yeah," but I'm like, "Yeah, but brother, I gotta woo you to be the man. You gotta beat the man."
Yeah,
we're okay. I'm okay with getting challenged on our own show.
Oh yeah,
because
please.
I say some shit on this show that nobody else would normally say on their show.
100%, and I love it.
And I've always backed it in a sense of, if I'm wrong, the door's open.
And guess what? I tell somebody this all day. I love to be proven wrong because what I say, if I'm wrong, guess what? I just fucking learned something. I said something that I didn't know, that I thought I knew. But if you're gonna come in and shut me up and prove me wrong, guess what? I say this. I love eating crow. I'm a person that loves eating crow because if I say something and you be like, "Bro, you're wrong," I'm like.
So and again, I had my opinion on how, and then Munchie comes in. Okay, but given the examples, would you do this? With the NFL examples, I'm like, well, that's different because we're getting paid. They're getting paid millions and millions of dollars to play.
But you know what though?
There's a little bit of a difference, but I understand where he's coming from.
Munch was not lying in anything that he was saying.
No, and again, I'd like to be, as long as it's in a setting of, it's a like a peaceful debate, a healthy debate, I should say.
That's
being able to kind of like, I disagree with you, but here's this and here's that.
If you see my point, and I can see your point. We may disagree on your point, but as long as at the end of the point we can come together, like I do see your point. I'm good with a conversation. But the moment that you're trying to become this over me,
Yep,
I'm gonna sit here and
that's
look at
when
you
we're
like,
gonna have a problem.
Mhm.
When you're gonna start and shit on and they just like in the comments, oh, you're explaining this stuff who've never played, but yeah, again, if you haven't been on here long enough to know, sometimes it's just good to just keep your mouth shut. That's again, if you don't know, you do now. But I'm just letting you know, we know what we're fucking talking about. We've been through it. We know what's going on. We wouldn't be having these conversations with the people that we've been having them with, not
Right.
just in the A7, but in the NCAA, in professional, Hall of Famers. We wouldn't be having these conversations if we didn't know what the fuck we were talking about,
No.
if we didn't have that experience.
Hell,
So again,
I've had
that's why I say
papers
I
on
had
our
to put it up, so I had to watch that because again, if you didn't know, you
Nah.
do now, and I'm gonna let it slide now, but just sometimes it's better just to keep the mouth shut. But again, we're at a point in time now. Again, 300 episodes, 5 years. Things are still going. Things are still growing. We're getting
We're
stronger,
not done.
and
We're
not at all. And we say the Mel Carey saying all the time: we're gonna rob them blind legally.
we're not done. Hey,
So we're gonna
and
rob them legally, and it's gonna be the best thing. And if you're with us for the ride now, let
good.
everybody know. And
Because
I'm
guess
glad
what?
you guys are here. I'm glad the Jaffa Army has grown to the size that it has, but we can get bigger. Be a friend, tell a friend, let everybody know, share it going, hey, these guys are legit. They're genuine. They actually have a good mindset. It's not just bullshit that we're talking. They're willing to talk to the fans. They're willing to talk, bring the comments and stuff. Ask it. We're willing to do all that
Talk
shit
your
that the
shit.
other ones. And
Talk
on top of
your
that,
shit.
the talking heads take our shit anyway. So that you might as well get up and be with us
How many,
because in the
how many
next few
times have we
days you're
said
going to hear
something?
those talking points.
How many times have we said something way before ESPN got it in the same exact wording, but they make it a little more professional because they're on national TV? And I'm
Countless.
sitting looking like this. I'm sitting here and watch a show, especially First Take, and I said, I just talked with my brothers just 12 hours ago.
So yeah, we like, wait a minute, we just talked about what the fuck you mean he said that? No, we said that.
AJ Hawk talking about the A7.
Thanks, AJ. We appreciate you for letting us know what we already knew. But all right, you jump on the bandwagon a little late, but nonetheless, I'm glad you're here. But again, be a friend, tell a friend, let everybody know, share it out.
JP,
Jaffos TV.
I'm gonna need you to make a mock-up for the Jaffos and the Mizzle and Dub show about the Be a Friend, Tell a Friend because we about to make good.
Definitely.
That might get done by the end of the night. We'll see.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes, I need to place another order, so go ahead and get that in there before I order my next set. Add that to the order.
Don't worry, like JP said, get your 420 merch because the Mizzle and Dub show and the Jaffos got 420 merch for you. Get it.
Get it now, so by the time 420 comes around, you can be sitting comfortable and styling.
Exactly.
Styling and profiling. So get on there.
Hey,
go
man.
to JaffosTV.com. Go to the MizzleandDubShow.com. Get in those merch stores. Be able to help out the program because the more you guys get in there and buy merch, because it's not just, helping us out. When you do that and you wear the gear, you're a billboard. You're letting everybody know, hey,
where did you get that from?
Exactly. Where'd you get that? Oh, I got that from MizzleandDubShow.com. I got that from JaffosTV.com. I wear my Jaffos TV sweater to work, and people have already asked, what's that? It's the brand that we got. It's this, it's that. I'm getting more shit coming in on Monday that I'm going to be wearing around because again it's a marketing thing. It's one of those be a friend tell a friend moments. You can wear it to because a lot of the logos and a lot of the stuff that we have are pretty cool looking shit,
bad fucking shit,
especially
the Jaffos 420. I love that shit, JP.
by you guys getting that, you're helping the program not just financially but you're helping us be able to market and let everybody else know.
And get that 17 KD stuff on the Mizzle and Dub show.
And
that's
Mad Six has Mad Six Entertainment, Indie Vibes.
Yeah.
He has all of
all
his
that,
stuff on there too.
all the
So you
proceeds.
want to support the music, you want to get on there, that's all there too. So get to JaffosTV.com, get to the MizzleandDevShow.com, get to those merch stores, be able to help out, be a friend, tell a friend, help out the show. And once again, don't forget, like, share, subscribe.
all that.
Let post it wherever you can, so that we can get the word out and be able to really grow this thing into what we know it can be.
And also get on that A7. Get on A7.
Yep, help them out and stuff like that as well, because this is going to be a league that you guys are going to be seeing to where it's going to revolutionize the game. I promise. So
And just like Stephen A. said about LeBron James, the A7 will be around after Mizzle and Dub show and the Jaffos.
So everybody, we appreciate you guys for hanging out with us for episode 300. Shout out to Munchie, Scooter, Kason, Campbell for hopping on and giving us some insights to the game. Rivalry week 3 of the A7FL happening this Sunday, so you're not going to want to miss that. But again, JaffosTV.com, MizzleandDubShow.com, and be a friend, tell a friend, let everybody know. So for myself, JP, for Mizzle, for DJ Mad Six, we will see you guys again next time.
Love you guys, man. Love you, brothers.
Yeah.
Love you too, bro.
Love you.